Hey guys, Black Temple here again. Another YouTube vid. Today we have a box that I'm going to be unboxing from Miniature Market. Get all my stuff from there. New army in the box. So we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and tear this open with my knife. Yeah. So without killing myself, hopefully, live and uncut, no pun intended, I'm going to slice this open. You can probably hear me. Put the address like right on the front of the package too, which is like really strange. Never seen them do that before, to be honest. Okay, got that open. Ooh, I was cutting into packing peanuts. Alright, so this is actually a sort of a bigger order than usual. This all came out to $50.92, so this is $50.92. I have 4 models in here. This is an entire army. I decided to pick up a whole army this time instead of picking up one by one. I decided to go with the whole army. They packed it quite nicely in here, so let's just start pulling stuff out. First thing we have is a Circle of Orboros Woldwryd. This is a Circle of Orboros tree-ent sort of theme army that I'm doing. And this is the two-part, count them, two-part, Woldwryd. So, Wold as an ent, and then word is sort of the unit type. Next we have, in here, Baldur the Stonecleaver. He's kind of the main Wold guy. He's kind of the main tree-ent guy, as far as I can tell. They had his epic version on sale, actually, and I was thinking about getting him, but I didn't like the set of skills. I want to go for more of like a defensive kind of army. And so I decided to go with the non-epic version of the caster. Next we have a Woldwatcher. This is a light tree-ent sort of thing. This is about maybe like 5 pieces. Yep, pretty much just 4 limbs and a body. Light Wold Beast caster. And then we have the Coupe de Grace, which is in its own huge, enormous box of its own. The Wold Guardian. This is a giant asshole tree stone thing that beats people to death with its fist of fury. Inspecting the box, I see I have nothing left in here. Go ahead and set that aside. Okay, so what we'll do is, since we're here, we may as well unbox every one of these individually, because a lot of these don't have too many parts, so I'm not worried about this taking a real long time. And will I put my knife away? Knife, without killing myself again. So, actually, a couple of these you probably don't even really need to open. Not real essential. But I gotta open these up eventually, so. We'll start with Baldur the Stonecleaver. He is a caster. Like I said, he's kind of like the primary caster for the Wold theme. He's got his stat cards here. Both of his stat cards. And then the miniature himself. If I can get this plastic out. He's pretty much just 2 parts. It's got a little bit of a bent sword. Let's see if we can see that. The pommel and the hilt and stuff is slightly bent. Just going to bend it back real quick like that, and it's not an issue at all. So he's got his body here, his front. Flip him over on his back, and you put the sword back there, just like that. And then he's also got a separate hand. You can see there's a hand missing just here. He's got his hand right here that kind of sits out in a pose like he's casting a spell, like he's shooting fireballs, lightning bolts. So he's sitting on a small base, and I don't remember the dimensions for a small base. I can't think for the life of me right now what that might be. I think it's like a 30. No, it's like, it must be like a 35 millimeter, something like that. I wish I would tell you. So he's on a small base though. We have a booklet here. This is the first edition, so this is going to have the old models and the old editions of No Quarter and stuff like that. So I pinned it upside down. Put it back up the same way it got out. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the cards out, actually. I should study those later. So that is Baldur the Stonecleaver. Go back up next to the Woldwatcher. Woldwatcher, light wold beast, light tree-ent essentially. Tear this bad guy open. Should have the same sort of idea here. We got the card just here, front and back. Never played Hordes, by the way. This is my first journey into Hordes, so I decided to go with something more casual. I don't want to beat the crap out of all my friends or anything. I just want to play something that looks fun. That looks fun, essentially. It doesn't play fun, maybe, but it looks cool. Like, I like the tree end theme. So we got, like I said, here we got one hand here. This is a leg here. We've got a second leg here, and then the second hand here. So we've got two hand arms here, two arms here, and then we've got two legs here. And of course we got the torso with the head. The head kind of looks like a Gundam. He kind of looks, actually, if you took a look at this here, this is a Tau battlesuit from the Warhammer range. He's got sort of a boxy head with a couple of dots for eyeballs. If you look at this, he's kind of got the same thing going on. He looks actually very reminiscent of his targeter right there, if I sit those two next to each other. That's the head next to the targeter. So it's kind of actually kind of close, which is interesting. No relation, of course, I'm sure. So, like I said, he's on a medium base, which is pretty typical of light war beasts and light war jacks. They're going to be on medium bases. Sometimes on small bases. I got a, I think the other one. Nope, he's on a large. He's on a medium base also. We got, that's the Woldwryd, or Woldwatcher, excuse me, Woldwatcher. Put his deal back in here. Make it look sort of nice. I'm not sure how that went before, but it's not fitting now. Oh well. Looks nice. There we go. Back in the box. And next we have the two-part Woldwryd. It's not really necessary that I take him out, really, because like I said, there's only two pieces, but I gotta get his card and stuff out now. Start plotting out people's deaths. So here we got a card. Got his back. He's got a lot of cool special rules, though, if you're interested in him. That's why I picked him up for his really cool special rules. He was cheap, you know, he's like $6. So here we are. He's on a medium base. He's pretty much just like a, if you ever play Warhammer, oh shit, you ever play Warhammer 40k, he's on like a zone throw sort of base, like he's kind of floating here with his tail here, and then he's just got his head here, which is like a shield looking thing. It just sits just like that, and that's the model right there. He's floating around like that. He's like a shield for wizards and stuff to block their spells. He's just kind of like a ward. So let's go ahead and put him back in there. Shoot, I don't even know if it's a him or a her. It's a thing. It's like an it. Put it back in there. Woldwryd, $6. Great addition to your army too. Actually, I'll go ahead and go over the prices real fast. Let's see here. $7. $7 for the Woldwryd. For the caster, $7 also. For this light watcher, Woldwatcher, he was $11.25, and then the rest of it was the big old Wold Guardian, which we're going to open right now, and he was $20. And then you throw in tax and shipping, and you sit up on the number of a comfortable $50 for a whole army. And this isn't out of the battle box. This is all stuff that I wanted specifically. None of the stuff that's in here is in the battle box. And since I was going for a very specific theme, I went ahead and got everything separate. So now we're going on to the... This is the Wold Guardian, giant asshole Wold Guardian guy. Oh wow. So there's his box, and here's his card. He's got a pretty sick looking card. Set that down. Cool box. I love the green theme. The green, like the earthy green theme is just too cool. I think he opens this way. Crack this open. He's on a large base, so obviously he's a big asshole jack looking thing. So we've got a pair of legs here, torso here, sits just like that. One giant ram fist here. This actually might be the back. I'm looking at it, and yeah, this is the back here. This is the front, and this would be the back swing area, because it comes with these big old front, kind of ornate battering ram front looking deals. See how it's got inscribed some cool etchings? That's really sick looking. I like that a lot, actually. That just sits on the front like there. It's kind of like the front of the battering ram. Then we've got a matching set here. Then we've got some little doodads here for decoration. Just a couple little doodads for decoration. You can break those two pieces off and stack them somewhere. Let's go ahead and put some stuff back. Go ahead and put the bigger pieces there. Smaller pieces there. Actually, you know, we'll probably do that. There we go. Not the way it was supposed to be. Anyways, Woldwatcher, or this is Wold Guardian, excuse me. So I guess for right now, we'll just go ahead and explain some of the reasoning behind the unit choices I've got here. Some kind of reason to the madness. First of all, I wanted to go for like an Ent theme. I like the tree theme. The tree theme is cool. I like the growth theme. All the stuff revolves around trees. That's a cool theme. I like that idea. Wold Guardian, tank, damage dealer. Woldwryd, he's the two-piece guy who kind of floats around. He's just a support sort of anti-mage, partially ranged. He's like the only ranged unit, kind of. Woldwatcher, he is a more maneuverable, sort of slight, oops, this is kind of sort of glare. Let's have a look see here. So Woldwatcher, he's sort of a off-tanky, sort of damagey dealing person. And then of course the caster that I chose for this reason, like I said, he's kind of the main sort of primary Wold guy. His epic version is slightly different. He's got a different sort of idea with his MK1 version. His feat combined with a bunch of his buffs, which are right here, excuse me. His feat combined with a bunch of his cool buffs that he has for spells are really designed, I think, to really exaggerate and sort of push for a defensive sort of theme or a more survivable theme of an army. And so I chose him because I want to sort of use him in combination with the Wold Guardian. This guy works really well with, I can't remember what it's called. It's a giant, big world, like he's like a world something. I don't remember if he's a Wold actually. I know he's a Wold unit theme. I don't remember what his name was called, but he's a giant Wold guy, and he's like 11 points, and he works perfectly with any variant of Baldur the Stonecleaver, either the MK version or the MK2 version. But I didn't want to shell out $35 for him, so I got myself a Wold Guardian. You know, $50, shell out that one time, boom, got an army. And I mean, that's what I love about War Machine. I can play 60 different armies, and it's not going to break the bank. You're going to spend like $200 for 6 different armies, and you're pretty much set. And that's about how much I've spent over the last all these videos you've seen. So new army, Wold theme, asshole tree army, exaggerating and really pushing for like a survivability sort of army. I'm real excited about it. I'm gonna be doing for sure a let's paint of one of these videos or one of these units. I don't know which one yet. I also have an idea of maybe showing, like, if you look at this for a second, he's got a lot of stuff. This is the Wold Guardian, by the way. He's got a lot of stuff in here, and he's got a lot of potential for dry brushing and highlighting, especially like these glowing bits and stuff. I could show that, and then I could jump over to one of these different units. Here comes the Woldwatcher, and he's got a lot of exaggeration towards dry brushing because he's got tons and tons of stuff that's raised, and he's got lots of areas for painting wood, because a lot of them have lots of wood and like rope. And so I want to, maybe jump onto that. So I don't necessarily have to do one let's paint of one unit. I can do a bunch of let's paints of all the different, important things to each unit. I could do that also, but like I said, something's gonna follow with this. I don't want to just have all this stuff painted out one day. I want to show you some of this stuff, because some of this stuff is gonna be the first time I've ever painted certain techniques in this area, and so I really want to push that. But anywho, this is the new army, Wold theme. First step into Hordes. Trees. The Ents are going to war. Oh man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.